This is National 9 News with Peter Hitchener.
Laughter and tears mark the final curtain call for Graham Kennedy. Victoria loses the fight for a warship contract worth billions. And airport staff accused of being drug traffickers and thieves. Good evening. Also tonight, ready for takeoff, the Qantas plane that's carrying the Commonwealth Games message. He was the king of Australian television, so today his close friends and colleagues gave Graham Kennedy a royal send-off. They crowded into a theatre in the Southern Highlands of New South Wales for a funeral that contained lots of laughter and a little sadness. Peter Harvey was there.
It was a life come full circle. Graham Kennedy's career in show business began in a small theatre, and it was to end in one.
I don't think there's anybody that has influenced this medium like Graham Kennedy has. In fact, I don't think anybody's even come close.
From early morning, from all over Australia, they came to say goodbye, a roll call of the entertainment industry. Two entire generations of men and women who'd worked with him in television and film. Inside his simple coffin, unadorned except for the native flowers he loved and one of his many logies. And for an hour, he was given the farewell he wanted. No funeral service for Graham Kennedy, rather a celebration of his life.
I didn't think Graham was ever going to die.
And even when the doctors told him death was very close, Kennedy said he had just one question.
Why do you doctors charge so much?
The crowd spilt outside, people who simply wanted to be there. For a skilled communicator, Graham Kennedy had a passion for fax messages. This one, just in from heaven.
Never guess who I had dinner with last night. Joan of
And this.
I must go now. I'm about to meet the big G, God. I said he could come over at 2 o'clock.
They sang his signature songs.
Always smiling, always gay, chummy at work and chummy at play.
Always smiling, always gay. They don't write songs like that anymore, do they?
Graham Kennedy was a deeply complex man. No one perhaps more aware of that than his closest of friends, John Mangel.
Our friend Graham loved a lot of things. I just wish he'd have loved himself as much as we loved him.
And how we loved him, right to the end and beyond. The pallbearers, members of his beloved St Kilda football team. In the final private act of a very private man, Graham Kennedy's ashes are to be scattered at sea. He didn't want his burial place to be turned into a shrine. If I am to be remembered, he once told friends, I want to live on in people's hearts. There's not much doubt about that. Peter Harvey, National 9 News.